When I was 9, I was having open heart surgery, and I was in the ICU, and it was around Christmas time. And I was hanging out with my dad, and that day, the nurse came in and said, "Hey, we can have someone come in and see your daughter here in the ICU." And my dad was given 2 options. One option was Santa Claus, and the other option was Jason Fisk, the defensive end of the Minnesota Vikings. So he had to decide who his little girl would want to see the day before Christmas. A bearded, overweight man came in. It was not Santa. My dad chose Jason Fisk. He was on the Vikings player. I didn't know him. I was like, what's going on? But that day, I got to see how excited my dad was. He was so excited. He was like, yeah! They're hugging, they're taking pictures, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm over here, And he got his autograph, and my dad was just so psyched. And as a 9-year-old, I saw that, and I noticed how important football was to my dad. So I was like, this is it. I was like, that's what I loved it so much, and we shared that together. So I became the biggest football fan because that meant I got to spend time with my dad. So every Sunday, that was our time, and we would get to watch, and it was so exciting, and I would get so amped up, and I wanted them to win so bad. Even as a 10 and 11-year-old, I'm just shouting things, and I know way too much. I'm like, gosh darn it, Warren Moon! Chris Carter, get your act together! Why'd you guys go on that party boat? It's just really getting into it. So there's more to that story, and I was telling it recently. And as I was telling the story, this was actually one of my first times ever doing a big headlining week at my home club. Actually, the same club where I met my husband. So I was super excited to be doing the set. And as I was telling the story about my dad, I couldn't get through it. I couldn't finish my set. And I just felt so awkward. And it was just really hard for me. And it got quiet. It was quiet like this. And I didn't think I'd be able to finish my set. And then someone in the back of the audience just shouts, "Your dad's proud of you." And I just lost it. And I was like, that is the best heckle I have ever received. And it was just so amazing. So now I go around to different comedy shows, and anytime there's a lull, I just shout out, "Your dad's proud of you!" and it's so amazing. It changes everyone's lives. It meant so much to me. Because my dad wasn't a very vocal person, but I could totally see him paying someone to shout it, It's yeah, here you go, you tell her, she'll know it's me, So it was just a really cool moment. Thanks for letting me share that with you guys. So, I love penguins, right? They're so cute. They're just the best animal in the world, which is why I'm kind of mad at Santa Claus. Because the penguins hang out with Santa all year round, and it's a penguin's dream to fly. They're like, we want to fly, And Santa has the magical ability to make animals fly to guide his sleigh, and he's completely ignoring the penguins. We want to fly. He's like, you'll never fly. Instead, he's importing reindeer from Canada. And I don't know if you know this, but Canada is like the North Pole's Mexico. So the penguins are like, they're stealing our jobs, right? Because they don't understand, Santa's the one doing the hiring, But they are up in arms, right? But they can't show it. I was doing that joke a couple weeks ago, and a guy came up to me after the show and was like, just so you know, penguins don't live in the North Pole. And I'm like, yeah, either does Santa.